Hey there, I'm Jeff Morneau, an advisor with TCG, which is the financial planning partner of First Mark Credit Union. As a former educator, I wanted to make some videos of topics that I wish I was aware of when I was a teacher. And today we're going to be talking about a really important topic that affects how your retirement benefits could interact with Social Security. It's called the Windfall Elimination Provision, also known as the WEP. As educators, you dedicate your lives to serving our community and shaping young minds. It's important to understand how the WEP may impact your retirement planning. So the Windfall Elimination Provision is a Social Security provision that will determine if you see a reduction in your Social Security benefits as an effect of paying into a pension system while not paying into the Social Security system. As with the government pension offset, another Social Security provision we will discuss in a different video, it's important to understand why the provision is in place to help you better understand how it actually works. So, Social Security is a progressive system with tiers that proportionally pay out more benefits to those who have paid less into the system. For those who have earned their 40 qualifying credits towards Social Security before entering teaching, but then go on to work for a district that doesn't pay Social Security, they find themselves in a position where they qualify for Social Security, but might spend the majority of their careers not paying into Social Security. In this case, Social Security would normally be paid out as they did not work those years, rather than paying into TRS. The rationale behind the Windfall Elimination Provision is to readjust your Social Security benefits to reflect the fact that you haven't been unemployed for the last 20 or 30 years, but rather paying into an alternative retirement system. How this actually works can be a little complicated, so please bear with me as I hit you with some numbers. There are two different income tests for Social Security. The one you may be familiar with is credit towards eligibility. To be eligible for retirement benefits, one needs to accumulate 40 credits, with each credit awarded quarterly, so 10 years. To give you an idea of the threshold to receive a credit towards Social Security eligibility, in 2023, it only requires $1,640 of earnings per quarter. This low threshold is why many teachers find themselves earning those 40 credits from summer jobs, employment in college, before they enter into their career in education. The other income test is what's known as substantial earnings. To give you an idea of the threshold for substantial earnings in 2023, it is $29,700. So a much higher threshold than just the eligibility credits. It's important to know the Windfall Elimination Provision is based on years of substantial earnings, not credit towards eligibility. If you receive TRS, to not see any reduction in your Social Security, you need to have 30 years of substantial earnings paying into Social Security. If you have less than 20 years of substantial earnings paying in, you will be hit with the full WEP. For 2023, that would be the lesser of 40% of your Social Security benefits, or $558 per month. And if you have between 20 and 30 years of substantial earnings, there is a phase out. If you want an estimate of what, if any, reduction you are likely to realize by the WEP, I highly suggest you go to ssa.gov, pull up your statements of earnings, and compare side by side the substantial earnings table and your qualifying years paid into Social Security. It's extremely important to know that the Social Security Administration does not have any idea that you are paying into a non-covered pension. So many educators are caught off guard by the reduction that has not been accounted for in their statements. So what can you do to avoid or help alleviate the WEP? The first place to start would be to know whether your district is paying Social Security or not. It may seem obvious that you would want to work for a district that pays Social Security, but remember, the employees of those districts do pay an additional 6.2% in taxes. As a former educator who worked for a district that paid into Social Security, I would hear teachers say they wish they worked for a non-covered district so they could take home more from their paycheck. Although this statement does have some merit to it, you have to ask yourself, would that individual save that extra 6.2% to replace Social Security, or would they spend it? Point being, one of the best ways to alleviate the financial impact of the WEP is to save what would you traditionally put in Social Security into a 403B or 457 through your employer. Okay, I know that today's topic was super dense and complicated, but understanding the WEP is super crucial for a secure retirement. If you have any questions or want to learn more, please visit tcgservices.com/telewealth to book a one-on-one meeting with a retirement plan specialist. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for more information coming your way.